You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com. You're listening to SexPot Radio, and here's a host, Jenny Cush.
Welcome to SexPot Radio, everyone. It is Tuesday, August 6th. It's August.
It is August.
Fucking August. Like this. Summer's over. It's it.
Well,
everyone's going back to school.
Tomorrow,
the pool's closed.
Tomorrow's supposed to be... No, it's not. Closes on Labor Day.
No.
It's the end of August.
But tomorrow, though, is supposed to be
the end of
65
August.
degrees, so
Soon.
it's not supposed to be that
Oh my
warm.
God.
It's more like fall.
It was kind of, I don't know, it felt like fall today, and I just, like, didn't want to go outside. What are you looking at me for?
I'm sorry. I was looking at your boobies. Not gonna lie. No need to lie.
So, yeah.
They're looking good today, I must say.
Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Anyway, where was I? Oh, today. I don't know. It just, like, was so cloudy out, and it felt like fall, and I just didn't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
It was hard.
It's gonna make it rough when fall actually happens.
I know. I felt that way yesterday, too, though. I think it's because I had to leave the house for things that I didn't want to do. That might be why. I mean, I wanted to come here, but first I had to pee in a cup.
That always sucks.
And I never want to do that. So, yeah.
Do you think that people... I mean, how the fuck does somebody get stuck having to
With
watch
that
somebody
job?
pee? Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, you should ask the person next time. You know, especially when
She
if they're
was
like...
crabby today.
Well, yeah, but that's
Maybe
how
it's
that
because
works.
she's seen me like 3 times in like the last 6 days. I don't know.
No, she sees all kinds of people.
I know.
She doesn't care.
I think she's just miserable in her job, and I feel bad for her.
Wouldn't you be?
I would.
I mean, that's a
Hey,
fucking...
I helped people pee all the time. Like,
Well, that's
I took
different.
care of
You were a
old people.
nurse.
I wiped butts. Okay.
You were a nurse.
So
Burp.
that was awesome.
Yeah, timing.
I
Everything.
mean, but you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, it smells like popcorn now.
that's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Wow. Wow.
But hey, at least we don't smell like a campfire
True,
anymore.
because we use propane.
No, but our stuff still smells like a campfire.
It does. It does. I need to wash everything. It stinks.
For those of you that are wondering, last weekend was the 30th annual Bong-a-Thon here in Colorado. The first legal one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wherever you live in the country, come on out next year.
It's gonna be awesome
fucking
next year.
Awesome. It was pretty good times this year. It wasn't like Apogea, but of course it wasn't because nothing is. But still, that's yeah. It was good times. Good times and lots of weed.
Yeah, it was one of the better Bong-a-Thons that I've ever been to. Nothing will really compare to the old pre-legal days when, you know, it was literally 2,000 people showing up in the middle of the forest, all to smoke weed all at once, and you
Right.
had to know somebody that knew somebody to get a ticket. It was an epic adventure from the get-go. Now
it's legal, so why
Yeah,
you
now
don't even
it's
need to leave
legal.
your house anymore.
right.
But now it's a fucking awesome camping trip.
I just
But yeah,
didn't
it's
know
an
what to
awesome
expect.
camping
I
trip,
don't know.
and smoking a quarter of weed in 5 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that is
Yeah,
freaking
watching
insane.
what some of the people were doing. I mean, just tearing some shit up. That was impressive. I mean,
And
that's
then,
lung power.
27 dabs in 27 minutes that are dabs that are twice the size of the average man's dab.
That's pretty tough.
That's pretty epic times up there.
Did anyone pass out at all? Like,
No,
I didn't see anyone like pass out. I did see one gentleman that was like by the fire.
I'm sure people passed out.
Saturday night. Like, I mean,
That dude was
like
falling
actually
out.
like fall out. That guy was drunk. I talked to him. He was drunk.
He was hammered.
He was not. I mean, he was probably high too, but he was drunk.
But that's okay because you're in the mountains and
Right. No,
Right.
all you got to do is throw up and stumble to your tent, and,
And
you're
that's
totally
why they
safe,
provide that safe environment for people to party like that.
right?
You know, people knew exactly what to do in any situation. Pretty
Where the
much.
fuck is that noise coming from?
I think it's coming from Sam. I think Sam's fucking around on Facebook. Are you talking about weed over there? with your.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Sam's old teacher hit
Sam,
him
our
up today.
producer.
You liked a picture of weed, right, or something? Yeah, she liked a picture of weed that happened to have popped up that Sam
She was like so jealous.
was liking.
Like, oh my god, I don't want to buy any more of this stuff here.
So she wants Sam to like hook her up with a job out here, and like,
oh yeah,
it's awesome. She should listen to this show.
there's lots to do out here in Colorado.
Yay.
So if you choose to move out here, welcome.
That's awesome. Like,
Yeah, we welcome everybody, but the game is on.
oh, it is. It is.
It is. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I was called a thunder stealer yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh.
Why?
Because somebody happened to like thank a friend that they made a post saying that somebody's edibles were amazing and that they didn't hurt their stomach, and they had made several posts throughout the day about how different edibles like hurt their stomach and whatever, whatnot, blah blah blah. And I commented on it. I said, "Well, you should try mine." And a few other people commented after me that, yes, you should try mine, and that they're the best that they've ever liked. So I was nicknamed Thunder Stealer TS for short yesterday.
Well, yeah, I guess that,
So-
I can see how that would work out if you jack somebody's post.
Hey.
You're like, yo, try mine if your shit's fucking hurting you.
Right?
But it's not even that you're jacking their post.
It
it's-
wasn't. I just want to help somebody. Like,
Right.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Eh,
Some people get so butthurt over the
If-
littlest thing.
you know what? You got to ride your Thunder all weekend. I didn't see it. That post was made on Friday. I didn't see it until Monday. So you had plenty of time to ride it.
See?
You just should have had a better grip on it. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So yeah, whatever.
But the land, that was what I was most impressed
Oh,
with.
the land out there was
is
amazing.
just vast and amazing. So, yeah.
There's no windbreak out there.
But there's just because there's no trees.
Our tent flew
A little bit.
a little ways.
But it was
feet.
windy
Like
in
5
it
feet.
and it hailed. So Dakota, it was almost, it wasn't quite hail-agea, but it was hail. A lot
Yes.
of hail. But I heard that down here in
you know, and-
the area it was fucking terrible.
And the weather's completely unpredictable in the mountains, anywhere you go.
Well,
So just
yeah.
throwing an event in the mountains at any time in any year,
oh yeah.
any
You have to be
time of
prepared.
the year, you know, it can rain, hail, snow,
Right.
and get crappy, or be 110 degrees
Right.
too. So
Well, and it was just crazy because
You're hitting
it's
my nerve
it's
on
in
this
a
one.
bowl. It's just in a bowl, so it was like the storm just kind of got held there until
Yeah.
it could funnel out between
Well,
those low mountains. It was kind of cool.
And what was cool is I was watching the flags when the way they were waving when it was raining and stuff. They're flying one way,
And the
then
clouds
as
were going
soon
a
as-
different direction.
And as soon as it started, the flag blew another direction. The whole storm drained between those
Right, yeah,
mountains and
yep.
was out on the eastern plains, just as huge as it was over
It was
us.
neat because it was this big wide storm, and all of a sudden it just tapered down and right
Yep.
through the mountains. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
then
cool.
cleared up for us and made it a great night to party.
I gotta say,
Quite, yes.
I am
A lot of
grateful.
shooting stars.
I'm grateful
yeah.
that in my nonsense fit that I was having before we went, that I didn't leave my coat at home.
Right? That would have been silly.
I was like, I made the dumbest comment. I said, if I can't find my hoodie, I'm not taking my coat either.
Oh,
So, like, I
Yeah,
don't know why. I was
that's
just
logical.
having a
Hey,
tantrum. And
Hey, you don't need to live by your statements.
Right,
like that
exactly,
If you
exactly.
realize how dumb they are after you say them.
Yeah, and it happens. It really does. I'm glad you brought a coat because it was not warm.
Oh, dude, I brought my hoodie and my coat, and like, I gotta
Needed 'em
say, good shout out to Hemp Hoodlum.
Absolute
Those coats
quality
are
coats.
amazing quality. Water repellent. I was the only one out. Well, no, I wasn't the only one because Jeremy brought his hoodlum too.
Smart.
But dude, like, it's not just for winter, boys and girls. Like,
Summertime in the mountains can
got
get
my
pretty chilly.
fur-lined coat to my knees, like
Yep.
wearing shorts.
Right?
This is great.
Plus,
Fuck
that
yeah.
helped to have a fire table in our tent
Oh yeah, for sure.
where it was constantly warm and you could dry off. That was nice.
For
We'll
sure.
have to bring 2 of them next year. That way we can have one out front of the glass booth too, and we can vent glass and edibles all night.
Right. Absolutely.
You could set up
Absolutely.
something. We could help set up. You should anyway, man. The more exciting you make your booth, the more people are going to want to hang
Yeah.
out there. Like, we could set you up like double carport style, make a lounge in there where you could have people come in, get high, do whatever, buy some shit, obviously, because
Of course.
You
I
saw
told
some
him we're
sweet
bringing a
stuff.
big carport next year for his booth. Like,
Yeah, we'll be
we're
showing
gonna
up on
do it
Thursday
bigger.
next year.
oh yeah. So that was another difference. Another different thing is that from what I'm used to from Apogea, you know, the no commerce, no money, no nothing, to an event like this where you could buy stuff, and it was like, oh man, I got this super sweet fucking pendant with a uranium glass jellyfish in it.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
I don't know if the camera will pick up that it
Yeah.
glows, but maybe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
yeah. Jellyfish. He
No,
makes those
camera
really
just
cool
makes it look
pendants.
big and purple.
Right.
Jellyfish. Jellyfish.
So,
But it was fucking awesome, and I was pretty much totally sober and thoroughly obsessed over this thing.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah, he
Friday
was
night.
rocking up there with the Colorado project. And
yeah.
that was a good time for everybody up there, I think.
He had some
Oh, yeah.
sweet
It was-
marbles, but it was one of those
uh,
designs I felt
all their first
had to be sported.
Bong-a-Thons.
Nice. So there was a lot of people that said that it was their first Bong-a-Thon. Like,
Yeah.
at least half of the people that I talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So, next year there needs to be more girls.
Yeah.
I
There
felt
could definitely be
very
more boobs.
outnumbered.
Yeah, what are you girls afraid to camp and smoke weed?
I
Fucking
think they.
problem.
So.
Well, from what I heard is that a lot of the girls, like, as long as your boyfriend's a grower or your husband or whatever, a lot of the women stayed behind to like take care of the grow. Like, this is their man's like annual camping trip, and
Huh.
they
All
stayed
right.
home and took care of the grows and the kids.
All right, well, girls without boyfriends are much more useful at a camping trip anyway.
Yeah.
Come on
for
out to
sure.
the Bong-a-Thon next year and help bring balance to the mountains.
I don't care if you have a boyfriend.
I don't care if she has a boyfriend either. It's those husbands I worry about.
That's it, exactly.
Because they have a right to want to kill me.
Right, boyfriend's like, well,
Yeah,
shit
it's
happens.
a boyfriend. You ain't put a ring on it yet. You don't own it.
Exactly.
If they have a boyfriend and they don't like it, it's their own problem. As far as I'm
Exactly.
concerned.
If you're
Something
in
like
a
that,
shitty
yeah. Exactly.
relationship, it's your own fault.
Smack my leg.
Well,
What was
no,
that
it was
for?
like that.
That was hard.
I'm sorry.
I think you broke me.
Oh,
Aw.
Jenny.
Don't be broken.
I think I'm just like super sensitive after like no sleep and like.
So that was the one thing that I really didn't like about Bong-a-Thon.
Like,
is that,
come on.
Like, that's fine if you want to yell and have that little commodity, but early in the fucking morning, when you see that there's like 10 or 12 of you fuckers out there, and everybody else is not there, they're in their tent sleeping or trying to sleep, and if you yell Bong-a-Thon and wang on things, somebody's going to come out of the tent and kill you one of these years.
But you know what? I do have to say.
That's one of the flavors of Bong-a-Thon.
Obviously.
It is, but
I
not
made
in
it
the
very
morning.
clear to my neighbor
But not in the morning.
that I didn't appreciate.
Yeah, because he was sitting there wanging a stick
And
on
they
a
were
log
they were beating two
at like
logs
6
together.
or 7 in the morning, and it was like, really? Come on.
I just went out there and I was like, yeah, if you could just not do that, I'd really
Well,
appreciate
And he was
I
totally
mean-
cool with stopping, you know, once he
That's-
realized. But it's like, come on, stoners, smoke some fucking weed and take a fucking weed nap. At like from like 5 in the morning till at least 8 when it's
know.
hot out.
I
You know,
know.
I mean, give
It
it
was
3
crazy.
hours. Like every
Which
half
is
an hour.
really weird because
Yeah.
like Apogea's like an all the time party, but like
But still, from
There's just-
6 to 10,
from 6
it's
to 10,
generally
it's
quiet
quiet.
time.
like
You know, but not everybody's quiet. But at least the
they're
sound
still
camps
up
have to
doing
stop.
things,
Right.
but they're
And
just
people,
yeah.
yeah.
quiet or I don't know.
Or yeah,
I had fun.
I
Yeah.
had
don't know.
great
I had
fun.
Overall, it's a great.
I was
frickin'
so
time.
glad that I went. Like, it was joyful. I mean, just being out, coming down that road into where that valley opened up into that big bowl, and that was like, wow.
Yeah, South Park is an amazing place. And basically that whole field you see stretch out before you is a giant gold placer. So if you roll up by Fairplay, you'll see a bunch of tumbled river rocks. And that's literally where they went through the river that ran
Right.
through there, the old riverbed. And got a big, huge dredge and dredged up all that and sifted all the gold out.
Damn.
And that was probably almost 100 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
See
pretty trippy that whole area is just a bunch of old gold mines and
Right.
silver mines, or what, mining this or that, because, well, that's what the mountains are good for.
It was trippy just like coming through the pass and like it just opened up into this big flat.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at everyone in the vehicle.
It's-
I was like, we just drove into Montana.
Yep.
It was just flat.
It's a high mountain desert.
It was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's one of the coolest views I love about Colorado, is taking that drive right there. And then you can go over to Fairplay, catch Highway 9, and go straight over to Breckenridge.
Nice.
Or go down to Buena Vista, take a right, and there you go over Independence Pass to Aspen.
Nice.
So, and that's just another 20, 30 miles down the road, down 285.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like the furthest out that way that I'd ever been was Bailey. Like, I don't think I'd ever been any further than that.
Wow, if you have not been
So yeah.
all the way to Buena Vista, you're totally missing out.
Damn. I'm gonna have to take some road trips.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely
This'll be
worth
our
getting in the
plan
car
now.
and driving all the way to Buena Vista. And if you really feel froggy, catch one of the ways. You can go either up to Aspen or around to Gunnison.
Right.
And then...
Yeah, I've never been to Aspen, never been to Gunnison. I've been into Breckenridge. Like, we went up there this summer with his daughter. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I haven't seen here in Colorado still.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a shit ton.
huge scenic byways out there
Right.
that are marked, and then there's some that I know of that aren't exactly marked as scenic byways,
Right.
but man, they're pretty damn nice.
I'm a huge fan of like taking just like scenic ways to different places. Like I've found some nice back ways between like Lyons and Fort Collins and stuff. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I like windy mountain paths.
You know what I gotta say, damn it. Brought our fire toys to Apogea, checked them in at Convergence, practiced,
Never
didn't spin
spun.
fire at all. We had tons of time, tons of room, tons of land, and permission, but afterwards, because I didn't know about it.
Because we didn't know if we could.
'Cause we didn't know, but we could have at Bong-a-Thon. And so I was kind of sad that we didn't bring our fire toys, because once we told them, they're like, holy
Our camp
shit.
totally would have won if we spun
Oh,
fire
yeah.
toys out front.
Yeah, but
you
I'm
would.
glad that we didn't. You know, I was until, you know.
Kind of glad that a veteran won after we came in and like just kind of.
Oh no, because he keeps winning things, so it's
Right.
not like they deserved it. But it was. It's hard to, you know. I don't know. We didn't know about no contest,
It's all right.
so that's
Yeah.
another
We know
thing.
now.
Could you imagine having a best camp contest at Apo?
Oh
That
my
would
god.
be fucked up and weird all at the same
Dude,
time.
the camps would be so huge. They're already huge. Like, it would be epic. It would be like, oh my
I
god.
wonder what we could do to do something like that
But
for
we're
somebody.
not competitive.
But that's what makes it fun. Is Apo is not having that competition.
Yeah.
But at the Bong-a-Thon, you totally can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go out, build whatever the fuck you can, and show off. Not even show off, but help.
Well, you saw the
Enhance.
Ponderosa up there, you know, with
Oh,
all
yeah.
the RVs parked
I'm
in
sad
a
I didn't go
circle.
up and get in the pool, especially after I found out. I thought it would be gross.
Right?
Because
No,
there was people there, but only one person got into it.
right, because it's
So I was
kind of
sad. But the only issue was that I didn't really bring anything to wear in it.
Oh.
Yeah, but it wasn't really
And it
It's
sunny.
a
wasn't
private
really
event. You
that-
could have gone naked.
But it really wasn't that kind of party.
Yeah, it really wasn't. I mean, there was like 70%
Granted,
dudes.
you
and-
probably, some of the
I
girls
mean, it
would
was
be
like a
hating on
1
you,
to
but
50
whatever.
girl to guy ratio. And like,
Yeah, that was
Yes,
a little
I must
rough.
admit the ratio was sad.
it may have been awkward. Like,
Yeah, a little
I don't
bit.
know. Maybe awkward, probably more so for everyone else if I had done so.
It was, but see, I have a feeling that next year is going to be
I have a feeling it's going to be fun next year.
more fun because it was
Yeah.
fun this year. But I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit different next year, a little bit more enhanced.
We did some discussing with some people.
Yes.
So
Sweet.
So, if you haven't been to Bong-a-Thon before, you have no excuse to not go next year.
Yep.
It is.
Should-
Keep the dab competition next year.
Oh yeah.
next year,
Yeah, they're
I'm gonna compete.
tenth of a gram dabs.
Yeah, once every minute or something.
Yeah.
My goal is to be able to compete next year.
That
Okay?
means that in 27 minutes, that person who did 27 dabs in 27 minutes did 2.7 grams. That's a lot to intake within a half an hour. She or
Right.
he had to be fucking
high as fuck.
retarded.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
just
That would
stupid.
destroy me.
Oh, yeah. It
But
would.
that would be fun.
To an
Wouldn't
extent.
remember it.
I ate a lot of Phoenix Tears once, probably like a half a gram within 10 minutes, and wow. That can really fuck a motherfucker up. There's a difference between eating it and dabbing it, you know,
Oh,
or
yeah.
smoking it even. Smoking
Yeah.
it like degrades it much less or much more. You know, vaping it,
Degrades it a little less.
yeah, and you get much
But
better hit.
eating it, you get 100%.
You get it all.
of it.
whatever your body can take in. So
Yeah.
Right.
cannabis is good for you.
Yes, it is.
A dab, it sounds like that old
Cures you
dippity-
of all sorts of crazy stuff.
the old dippity doo commercial. You know that hair stuff when I was a kid. That had just a dab will do ya.
Oh yeah, that's
the
a.
slogan.
Yeah, the bro cream.
I
Little
think-
I just
dabble
did
do
one
ya.
dab and I am destroyed.
But you're gonna eat well tonight,
Hence-
and you're gonna sleep.
Hence why he's got
great.
sunglasses on
I'm
right
coming
now.
back here. It's just slow, but,
Like when it
I'll
it
be all
hits.
right.
I do have to say though, even though there wasn't very many women there, I was so happy that Carlo was there.
I was too. That was awesome.
That was
Both
the
her
best.
ends.
It's a
Chris.
sausage
Yeah.
fest. Is that what you guys saying?
Yes.
It
It
was
was
a- it
schlong.
was-
I kind of dubbed it schlongathon.
But see, for girls that were there, they had to be.
It's
like,
not
that.
really
great.
an
That
event
is
where guys
not
go
the
to
case
pick up
at
chicks
Stripperpalooza, I can
anyway.
assure
You know, they're more
Right.
about smoking the weed and doing the dabs.
Well, but
so.
for the girls,
But
that
I
like
was there
guys
to
and
pick up
girls.
chicks,
Dabble,
so
dude.
I was really disappointed.
Only one.
Right? See,
I try to pick up chicks wherever I can. so.
Right. So
The dab
you
here
know,
and a dab there.
Yeah, I'd prefer a cute stoner girl, you know?
right.
Here a dab that.
I don't. We just
so we
need
just got to come up with some
But
things
that's the
to.
problem with most events in this industry is that there are not enough women out there.
It's pretty much a sausage fest in the entire cannabis
Everywhere
industry.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's what we're.
Everywhere.
Yeah, glass
Everywhere.
industry's same way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, if
So-
you're a female glassblower in this industry and you have talent, holy shit!
Oh,
and you've
yeah.
got a personality, fuck, get the fuck out of
Right?
the way.
Exactly.
You got a whole side of the world to rule, and that's the top side.
Yeah, exactly.
See what I did when I started Stripperpalooza, I thought about the trends that might happen in the future, and I thought, you know, if you could have this event, and all I did was advertise to beautiful single women under 35 on Facebook, just hammered it, and now I've got 1,000 people. I think I hit it today, maybe tomorrow. So yay, milestone. 1,000 people on Facebook page.
And aren't you holding a competition this Friday or Saturday
Yeah.
for the Palooza girls?
Yes, and I'm gonna. Yeah, that's important because we are holding tryouts at X Saloon Friday and Saturday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tryouts for the Palooza Girls, and the Palooza Girls' concept they're not strippers. They're not gonna strip. They're kind of like the Coors Light girls, except only better.
Yeah.
Like they
Just-
you know, if you mentioned, see, like there's regular big tits, but there's Palooza Girl big tits are sort of just a little bigger.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about. And who wouldn't want the Palooza girls to come to their party? You know, the Coors Light girls were here last week, and the one chick was 6. So there's only 2 of them, and you know, whatever. But the Palooza girls are hot, and we've already chosen several, but we need to fill in the team, and they'll make appearances around up until the party and kind of stir it up a bit, as they say.
Cool.
Beautiful women always do that.
So by Friday
Yep,
and Saturday, you
they
mean
do.
Friday, August 9th and Saturday, August 10th, right?
Yeah, at X Saloon, new ownership over there. Terry's a good guy, and he's taken off the cover charge there. He says he's not going to charge a cover, wants everybody to come back in. And
The X Saloon, they're not going to
yeah,
charge cover? Fuck, that's half the reason why I never went there, because it's like $10 to get in, and fuck you.
yeah, isn't that great news?
Right.
And
And their
I think it's
drinks
real-
aren't any
real
cheaper than any
popular.
other bar.
Exactly. It's not like it's worth it to
Oh,
drive
it's a
way
great
the
bar.
fuck out there.
Yeah.
But it is a nice bar. I always enjoyed it, and I didn't even drink.
There's a yeah.
We played a lot of
I tell
shows
you
there.
what,
though.
I'm not gonna drink and dab. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Don't drink and dab.
One dab. And
Yeah, that's-
destroyed. I'm gonna have a sound effect. A button. I have my poop. Even though I have dabbed, I previously shoved the poop in my sock. Call these business cards as sponsors.
Yeah.
Mike, tell us about your sponsors.
So are you gonna
I
have
did a
Norm's
dab.
Blue Mountain dab bus out front?
No, because I'm destroyed.
Yeah.
No, I actually made
said
a
he-
comeback here.
He said it was hard to drive that thing. Not hard to drive it, but it was expensive to insure it. He said it was like
I can only imagine.
$4 a month.
Because
To
just
insure
a
that
dab will
thing?
do you.
Well,
And he's
well,
running off the
no,
road.
like his bus is staying up at the Bong-a-Thon. He's
Yeah,
got
that one with the
he's got another
cool
one
hardwood
that
floor.
he rents
bus is
out
staying here,
that he
man.
does the Blue Mountains dab bus in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a local guy who's got a party bus that
Nice.
rents it to him. So
Fuck, dude. We'll have to talk to that guy.
See?
yeah,
Because
just hit up Norm. He'll probably hook it up for you.
nice.
Nice.
So
Because, yeah.
You knock on their
You know,
camper
he-
door and they say, dab?
I figured he'd be here and
You know, and
we could talk about that to him. But
Yeah.
We were trying to get them here.
yeah, he hates when I represent for him. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Meh.
it'll be the story in the future on, man, never do a dab without like a piece of chicken or something, you know, before you go on the radio. So be destroyed.
Oh my god.
One effing dab.
Yeah.
It happens.
Flow.
It
too.
happens. Was that what kind of
I'm
flow?
a piece
Just
of
flow,
cheese.
It was
flow?
flow.
Who's
Yeah, not
Sprite?
Flow
Is
G.
The
already hammered
flow
too,
is
that's it.
awesome.
I've only barely smoked the
The nerd
flower
that
of
drinkers
Flow
on
G.
Sprite.
Damn. I need to get some
Holy
Flow
shit.
G seeds.
I
Oh, my
forgot that your
computer's
computer's
hot.
a heater. Melting my hash here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
I swear my Apple gets so hot you can't even keep it on your lap.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they can call it a laptop anymore. Those
Oh, no, they
things
call
get
them-
freaking hot.
You're
Notebooks,
technically not
netbooks,
supposed to
or-
keep them on your lap anyway, because they do get hot. I
Right.
don't know why they ever called them laptops,
Well, because
kinda
they,
dumb.
they fit conveniently on your lap.
but you're not supposed to put them there.
But if you get one of those pillow
That's
things
sketchy.
with that counter thing that has airflow underneath, you could set it on there and put it on your lap, and it's still sort of a laptop.
True.
Yeah.
You just don't do that with your PC because that's stupid.
That would be silly.
Ridiculous.
Dude, my
Well,
PC gets
the
hot
progression
all
is
the time.
going completely to tablets, and our computers are going to be in our televisions, and we're just going to use our remotes.
Absolutely. So on that note, wait, I've got to.
Go ahead.
No, ladies first.
I had seen this refrigerator with a computer in it a while back, months ago. And I was like, why the fuck would anyone need a computer in their freaking fridge? Like, in the front of the fridge door, right?
Right?
Until the other day, I was in the kitchen doing a bunch of baking, and I was like, God, I wish I had a fucking computer in here. And I was like, oh, that's why.
That's
Well,
when it sucks.
That
you in.
I think when you stock it, you scan the barcode of everything, and then you can just look at your screen and go, okay, that's what I got in there.
But see, like most of my recipes are in my computer, like all that stuff. So I'm like constantly
yeah.
like back and forth between the two rooms, like pulling stuff up and reading things and reprinting things again and again.
Yeah.
So
Need
actually,
like one of these tablets, and you just stick it on your
I
refrigerator.
have
with
one.
Magnets.
I should put a magnet on the back. Damn.
Well, one, you got to be careful with magnets and computers
make
because
sure-
that shit
right.
doesn't work so well. Two, you got to be careful if the tablet falls, because I just bought a Asus Transformer Infinity tablet.
Which is the best tablet there is. Let me tell you, I have one.
I bought one a couple of weeks ago and dropped it from the sink to the floor, straight up from the sink, face down on the floor. Perfect face plant. Shattered the entire screen. Nothing I can do about it. Well, there's something I can do
Well,
about it.
there is.
Asus will fix it for $300. So Asus, if you're listening, you charge too much, you suck dick, and go fuck yourself.
Well, the Asus
But your products are pretty cool.
The Asus Transformer is about $750 if you buy it through them. So I mean, if you want to buy a brand new one from them, or pay
Isn't
the
there a way you
$300 to
can
replace it.
replace the digitizer screen on the front?
Well,
yeah.
see,
A cell
that's
phone?
that's them replacing the screen.
Yeah, that's how
for
much
you.
they charge to replace that.
Right.
Other
And
people
there
will
are
do it
other
cheaper.
places that do it.
And
I
you
just
can buy a
haven't
new
gotten
one
any
for
quotes.
$100, but I read how to change it, and it's a huge pain in the ass. And in all honesty, I don't want to do it. Fuck the tablet.
Right.
Because you have to be careful, because there's just like all this glass can end up in there and
Right.
some bullshit.
And so, like, I've had this one now for months and months, but it's a PC tablet. So it's an actual computer. So, you know, what do most people do with an actual computer? You use it for the fucking internet. It's dumb.
Right.
But my tablet, I played with it and did all these different things, and it was lots of fun. So I'm kind of sad, but they cost too much, so I'm not going to buy another one. I probably will, but like I'm pissed. Like I picked it back up and it was like fuck. And what's the dumbest thing? And it may or may not matter. But I ordered a screen protector and it's sitting at home. And I was like, no, I'll fucking put it on tomorrow. No, fuck, I'll put it on tomorrow.
Right.
You know? And
No, those don't really help in impacts.
Right.
They keep it from getting scratched when your fingers are all over it.
yeah, but still, it's kind of like having your windows tinted or not. You know, somebody comes by, smashes your window out, you got glass everywhere.
Right.
And if your window's tinted, it just kind of shatters and stays. I mean, most of it stay together.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
it's pretty fucked up.
His the tablet still works if you don't mind cutting yourself.
If you're willing to cut
Right.
yourself, because I've been doing it, and then I was like, oh fuck, ow. Okay, this is good. Ah, fuck, ow. All right.
Oh, now's when you need to put on your screen protector.
I know, that's
smooth
what I
all
told
that
him.
out for you.
I should have brought it so I could have shown it. I mean, it's shattered.
Dude,
It's
it's-
fucked.
Pretty
You can't
crazy.
see anything.
But,
Yeah.
you know, you put a piece of sticky tape on there, you peel that shit out, you pop in a new one, it's good as new.
Yeah.
So-
I dropped my phone like after 3 weeks of having it and shattered the screen.
Dude, I gotta
That
say,
is just stupid.
as much as I drop my phone, somebody gave me screen protector for this, and then I think I took it off right away.
Hey,
I saw that.
what's a command hook?
The command adhesive hooks, the 3M.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's pretty fucking
you use them to
clever.
hold your tablet.
Nice. See? Slide it in, turn it out.
As
Put
many
a
times
blanket
as
on the floor.
I drop and kick punt my phone, I only have one scratch. It's still a piece of shit though.
Kick punt?
Yeah.
Kick butt.
You know, when you're just walking along and you accidentally kick it or punt it as you're walking because you dropped it.
I just thought you said that because your brain
No.
was trying to get out cunt punt.
Well, that too. I cunt punt my phone all the time.
Hi.
Sam cunt punts seats, headrests. I mean, it's violence with the cunt punting lately. Complete violence.
We may have to take another trip down
down Urban Dictionary
Urban
Lane.
Dictionary Lane, yes. So,
All right, throw it out there to everyone. I'd like you to stay around and listen to the show. But if any of you are interested in yoga, Holly does yoga at, oh my God, I think it's River Rock North.
oh yeah.
Holly Hoops does yoga at River Rock North every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. So if that's something that you're interested in, it is free, enjoyable. I love being around Holly, so yeah.
You know, I don't know a bad Holly. I mean,
Right?
rack your brains. Do you know a bad Holly?
Nope, can't say I do.
Exactly. So maybe don't name your dickhead kid Holly just because you hear this and you think, oh, my kid will be awesome. Don't ruin it for the rest of the Hollies. You know?
Right?
But
I'm sure there's a shitty Holly out there already.
there probably is.
You know?
I just wanted to put that out there because
What do they say? No matter how beautiful the woman or how big her tits, there's some dude out there that's tired of putting up with her shit.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you imagine putting up with my shit? I don't know how he does it. In all honesty, seriously, don't
It's
know.
your no gag reflex.
Is very helpful. Because the noise that a woman makes that when she's not trying to throw up is pretty fucking awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Oh my God.
Wait, what's happening here?
Shut up.
Wow.
Fuck you. What?
A little bit of red. It's like I don't know.
Holy
if it's
shit, I just
blushing through. I don't
You're
know.
gonna get a
Jenny
cunt
Kush?
punt here.
Can cunt pump my butthole and go fuck yourself. That was great. It was just funny to watch you change shades. It was really pretty, and I had to point it out because it rarely happens.
I know, that's probably only the third time that has happened on this show.
Maybe
And,
fourth
and
or
I was
fifth.
just pulling it out of there. I had no idea that you had no gag reflex.
Well, now everybody knows, but that's all right.
But yay. I just figured any girl with a radio show called SexPot Radio didn't
Right?
have a gag reflex.
You got to be somewhat good at something, I guess.
At something.
Ah,
Anything.
she's a hell of a person too.
I try to be nice. I try to treat people the way that I want to be treated.
Exactly.
And if that means giving one hell of a blowjob.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Treat them right and they blow you well.
Right. Exactly. Oh my god.
That's looking at the time because
Oh yeah, you don't have time. Like, what are you doing? Weird me out, man. Weird me out. All right, so
okay,
we
there.
should
That's how you do
probably
it. Fuck
go to
this thing.
commercial,
Yeah.
do a brief commercial, and then we'll be back in a few minutes. We'll talk about Stripperpalooza.
We
and
got
then
things to give away tonight.
We have things to give away,
So
and we have
dabs to do.
and stories to tell.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Sounds
Stick
like
around.
a fantastic show.
Stick around.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Call Canisher at 1-800-420-5757 for all your insurance needs. Canisher understands the risks you face each day, and we are there to protect your business and your investment. Since 2010, Canisher has been serving the cannabis industry nationwide. Call Canisher at 1-800-420-5757 or visit us on the web at canisher.com to learn more about our insurance and risk management services. Proud member of the NCIA.
Indispensary in Colorado Springs is proud to support Overgrow the Radio. With 2 locations in Colorado Springs, Indispensary invites you to discover what true selection and values feel like. Always featuring an incredible array of Stanley Brothers medicine as well as full line of edible and infused products. Indispensary is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, 364 days a year. You owe it to your health and well-being to discover Indispensary. Westside location at 3044 West Colorado and Eastside location at 3031 East Platte in Colorado Springs. Indispensary is your destination for indispensable quality medicine.
The Law Office of Edson Maton and Matz provides criminal defense, family law, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running a medical marijuana center, optional premises cultivation operation, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout the state of Colorado. We're focused on providing high-quality service and customer satisfaction. We will do everything we can to meet your expectations. WarrenEdson.com. Edson Maton and Matz in Denver, 303-831-8188, and in Aspen, 970-948-7183. WarrenEdson.com. Green Faith Ministry is for spiritual guidance, MMJ information, and networking combined with compassionate care on the way to enlightenment with all Green Faith sacraments. Green Faith provides charity assistance, including medical and food throughout the year. Contact them at greenfaithministry.com.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to SexPot Radio.
No, you're not. You're gonna listen to me cough for a second.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
I'm eating popcorn.
I feel better.
Oh, stop it. Okay. I'm eating really crappy popcorn because I'm starving.
Yeah, but it tastes good when you're hungry.
It does.
That's how I end up trying new foods. Like squash. I had that squash up in the mountains with Carla made, brought all those vegetables over, and I was fucking starving. So I'm like, ooh, let's try it. Ooh, that was kind of good. I'll try that. Ooh, that's kind of good. That onion, that was kind of good. You know, I
Right.
eat much better things when I'm super high and really hungry. So, yeah. There's a Gina joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, Mike over here is gonna
Right.
need a meal and a nap here.
I'm mealing a nap.
Holy crap.
So I already pulled up the movie schedule, so we can go watch Wolverine tonight at 10:25. Okay, in 3D. 9:55 in not 3D.
Oh, across the street here.
Look, there's a
Cinnabar. I like to go to
over in-
Cinnabar up by our house.
Thornton.
Oh yeah.
Because you can have burgers and stuff while you watch your movie and beer.
It's a $5
Um,
movie day on Tuesdays.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
every
$5.50,
Friday.
isn't it?
Yeah.
$5.50
But it's like
for the older
$5.50.
movies, not the new releases, but after it's a week old, then you can just order food and beer and don't drink a whole pitcher of beer while you're sitting there though if you don't drink often.
Duh.
It's
Yeah.
hard.
They're large.
Well, it's easy.
They're large pitchers of beer. They're real.
It's a
pitchers
big
of beer.
pitcher of beer, and you'll have to pee before the movie's over. and then you'll have to stumble to the restroom. Which is awkward, but it's okay. It only happens sometimes. But anyway, yeah.
That place sounds kind of fun.
Cinemark's pretty awesome.
Well, it's sweet because you go pay $10 or $11 for a movie and $40 for food.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but
Well, and it's usually
it
not
is.
super busy.
No, you can.
It's
If you get there
never
just
really-
at the right time, you can always get your favorite seat.
Like
They'll bring
Monday
you
through
burgers
Thursday.
and all that bullshit.
Right.
And it's kind of cool.
great.
And if you sit in the back row or anywhere, you can pretty much use your vape pen. Like I use my e-cigarette the whole fucking time, and
Right.
as long as you blow it down, the vapor never travels up to where anybody notices it, and nobody ever smells it.
Right.
And the oil pens.
And there's a shit ton of leg room.
There's an assload of leg room.
Because you have, like, in front of you, like this far away from you, have, like, a table thing in front of you. And then there's
Right.
more space for the
waiter
to walk through. So there's no one, like, right in
Right,
front
because
of
you have your own private little
Yeah.
Yeah, so
booth
it's-
or whatever.
Ish,
Well, not
sorta.
exactly a booth. It's still like a row. At least at this place, it's still, but it's huge chairs,
Right.
and you got that. But there's nobody. It's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
Even behind you, they're not behind you. They're behind you, but they're like 10 feet away.
They can't hit your seat.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, if they're shooting spitwads at you or something.
Well, yeah,
Big
but that
headers,
would be
but-
kind of an asshole move, and then I'd have to beat the shit out of somebody, and, you know,
Right.
whatever.
So
Is what it is.
it is.
We went and saw Despicable Me 2 last week. Not for the show.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie. Would have been more fun in 3D, but still.
Yeah, that 3D shit is. They've got that shit down. It doesn't give you a headache anymore or nothing.
I don't know. I got fucked up going to see
And it's
Underworld.
just a simple pair of glasses to wear too. It's nothing complex.
But certain scenes can
Right.
fuck a motherfucker up. We saw Underworld a year or so ago, and there's a scene where this like glass or something is freezing, and the camera kind of does like a twist in, but it's cracking out, and so it's
Spins
like
and it's cracking and like.
got all dizzy. Had to take off my glasses. I got white knuckled on Jenny's leg, and I take off
I
my
was like,
glasses.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Like,
But I
on
looked
you.
around the theater, and other people were doing the same thing. So it's like, okay, good. It's not just me. I mean,
It was
that's
pretty
Right.
intense.
super motion
and,
sickness,
and I'm
intense
sure as
fucking-
a cinematographer or a director or whatever, whoever's in charge of that, probably that's like the effect they were kind of going for.
Going
They
for
were
it,
like-
right.
And they knew that half the people are going to take off their
Right.
glasses. It's going to be too trippy, but
Oh yeah, and then you
And-
come back into it with that weird uneasy feeling, and it probably
you're like,
enhanced
is
the
that
movie more.
going to happen again.
I was scared. I didn't want to see a 3D movie for a while after that because, like, fuck, could you imagine having a beer in the theater? Fucking bleh!
Whoa,
Right.
shit.
That shit wouldn't work out so well.
Yeah, that would kind of blow.
So, fucking A.
Craziness.
So what were we talking about before the break?
We're gonna talk about Stripperpalooza.
Yeah,
All right.
I like strippers.
strippers are great.
I just like naked women. I can't say I like strippers though.
Yeah,
I can't say I don't like strippers because I like naked women.
yeah.
But you know,
Right.
Well, what I like about a stripper is the agreement's right there. Here's $1. Shake your boobs in my face. Leave. It's simple,
Yeah.
concise. It's upfront. You know, there aren't many deals that happen like that anymore. You know,
this is true. You can't really get a whole lot for $1 these
Right.
days, but you can still get a fucking table dance. It's
Right.
not personal.
yeah.
But
I
for-
mean, you
for
can still
19
get
more-
boobies shook in your face for fucking $1.
Yeah, but if you just want to bundle your dollars together and you make 20 of them, you can
Right.
usually get them to walk away with you to
Yeah.
a back table, and they
You
can
know
do
what?
things there that get you thrown out if you do it at
For the
table.
first time ever, like I actually heard a girl that works as a stripper complain about the fact that she's a stripper. And all I could think was, then why the fuck are you a stripper?
Right, stripper's like the totally optional job. Any
Right,
girl
you
can
don't
get it,
have to
and-
do it.
and you don't have to do it.
Exactly.
But
But thank
then
you
it
for
was-
doing it.
But then it was
Yeah.
funny because she was going around asking all of her boyfriend's friends to like come and watch her dance, and they were like, "That's kind of awkward."
Yeah, yeah. I don't like watching. I would go see my buddy's girl
Right.
dance.
I think it
somewhere.
would be weird.
Yeah, like no matter how much I want to see him naked.
I mean, it'd be one thing if you accidentally went and they were dancing,
Right.
But for her to like invite you there to watch her dance,
or yeah, it'd be creepy if you like totally went there to check her
Right.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
You call him up and ask him, so how much is your rent this month?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Make it worth it.
Ouch.
Yikes. Sorry.
Make her do something really nasty.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh my God.
That's the guy.
Hey, I paid your rent, man.
Yep.
Awkward.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
that would be weird.
But yeah, it's definitely an optional job. And I feel like at any job in life, if you don't like it, don't do it.
Right.
Like I've never been one of those people that could like stick with a job that I wasn't happy with. And so yeah.
Yeah, that and a job you get disrespected at, you know, where
Right.
the other people are just shitty to deal with. It's like, you know what? I got better shit to do with my day.
I used to go to a
And
Walmart.
the $50 a day they're paying me to show up ain't gonna be worth it.
Right. I used to go to this Walmart back home. Like, I mean, obviously it was like the only Walmart within like 6-hour radius. But the same lady's like always worked there. And she's always just been this crabby, angry person. Because she hates her job. Like, who enjoys working at Walmart? Whatever. But when I was up there visiting a few months back, I went to Walmart with my mom, and this woman was still working there. And just hating her job. And I looked at my mom, and on the way out, I made sure that this lady could hear it. And I was like, if you hate your job so much, why wouldn't you just fucking quit?
Yeah.
And just like kept going. I'm like,
Maybe
hope
you're not
she quit.
qualified for anything else in an area that there are no real jobs. And you're just fortunate to have something that's paying your bills.
right.
A friend of mine on Facebook had just gone through Walmart, just loaded up, had 5 kids with her, freaking loaded up a cart of groceries, set it at the front so she could check it out here in a little bit, ran around with another cart and her kids, picking out another cart full of stuff. And when she got back, it was already being put away.
Oh no.
And, you know, you got 5 kids, you're a single mom. Oh, yeah,
Right.
she was pissed.
Oh man.
I'm like, you know what? I'd have been like, here's the other cart of groceries I was going to buy, but I can go to this other Walmart over here or this other chain of grocery
Right.
stores over here.
But then you got to
But-
do it all over again. And you
Right,
gotta tote your
exactly,
5
and-
kids
and-
around,
and
and these
tr-
fucking kids
Right.
need to eat.
And it's easy for
just
me to
like
say
3
that,
times a
but,
day even.
Right.
you know.
Right.
Bastards.
Well, yeah, but and with 5 kids, I mean, they showed the receipt. It was 3 feet long, almost as tall as one of her kids.
I have 4
You
kids.
know, you would think that an employee
Right.
anywhere could see a bunch of groceries in a basket,
Right.
you know, and not mess with it being like, oh, that's probably somebody's groceries they're going to be back for,
Right.
you know. And granted, if it stays there for like 4 hours or
Right.
something, yeah,
Right.
then start putting that shit away.
Right.
But
I went to Walmart. I have 4 kids, and one time when I was there, I had my youngest was a baby at the time, and my 2 middle ones, they must have been like 5 and 6 maybe. Yeah. And they were shits, okay? Like, they would scream that they didn't know me in the store if they weren't getting their way. I don't know you, you're a stranger, leave me alone, whatever. But one day they decided to hide under the clothing racks from me. And so the 2 of them were like popping in and out from under different clothing racks. And I finally said to him, I was like, you will never go to Walmart again. Never.
yeah,
I'm done. And so we left the store, and like sure shit, like a week later, I'm getting ready to go to the store and go shopping, and they're like going and getting their shoes because they're gonna go with me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what part of never you don't understand, but you will never go back. And I don't think they got to go back to Walmart for like 4 years.
yeah.
Like, it just didn't happen. Like,
Right, well,
But 4 years is
I
different
mean,
than never.
kids, they
It
need
is,
to be
but
taught to
then-
behave.
Right.
You know, not to obey everything they ever hear, but to be taught the proper right and wrong,
Right.
you know, in social situations, you know? Just like the 5-year-old, he can't go anywhere because he can't not hold his schmeckle everywhere, you
Right.
know? You know, you can't take your kid in public if he's got his freaking hand on his wang.
Right.
You're touching yourself, Johnny.
Stop it. Too, I went bra shopping one time with my son with me, and all he kept saying over and over again was, "You have boobies, I have a wiener." Like, over and over and over.
And you're like, yes, son, you know the difference between a boy and a girl now.
I'm glad you know. Now stop. You're embarrassing me. There was also one time when I was in the department store when my son told my daughter that I had already gone outside and was waiting for her. And so she went outside, and it was a JCPenney's, and like she had gotten out but couldn't pull the door to get back in. So we're freaking out, like called the code Adam in the store, and like everyone's looking all over for her, can't find her anywhere. I'm like, fuck, she hid from me. I'm crying. And here she is out sitting on the curb in front of the store crying because her brother told her I left her.
And she could push her way out, but she got
out. She just couldn't handle the door to get back in. Like, I think she's only like 4. I felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
Poor kid. It's okay. She's traumatized. That poor kid. It's no wonder she's so angry. She's just terrorized. It's okay. Her brother's pissed because she's like 6 inches taller than him now, and he's a year and a half older. So.
Did you tell him he's gonna catch up?
Someday it will happen.
Yep.
Someday, but not yet.
Yep.
It's okay though. So anyway, let's move on to Stripperpalooza. August 24th at Castleman's.
You're on, Mike.
Just one dabble, dude.
One dabble destroy ya.
And it wasn't on purpose. Because I'm destroyed.
We destroy people on SexPot Radio.
2620 Walnut Street. It's funny, sometimes over the last 2 years now, it's come up the second one there. And it's a great place, wonderful venue. But just there's a percentage that's too large. I have to somehow address this because it bothers me when I'm doing marketing. You think you get to a point where you can predict the market and exactly what they're doing something silly. You don't know what it is. And that they just God, I'm destroyed. I bet I couldn't even count right now. Sleeve, Forv. Make up some numbers.
We should cut a video clip from this and put it in the Dab the Fuck Out group, okay?
This dude, he is dabbed.
We've all been
the
there.
more
though.
I find that I breathe, the better I feel.
We have.
Should breathe, okay.
Yeah, breathing is good because that's one
should
thing the dabs
breathe.
take away is your air.
Yeah.
And breathing, and especially deep breathing, is important.
You want them their cards back. I think when I'm destroyed, I can read. But back to Castleman's. That it's a great place, and it's class, but it's just in a weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's right where Broadway. You're almost out of downtown, and you're going to drop down into that little valley there, and then Broadway just sort of ends for a while because the highway came through. They destroyed it.
They destroyed it.
And there's a clock tower there, a brick clock tower. That is Walnut Street. And you turn right, boom, boom, and downtown's turned on that quarter turn that. I love it. The media always seem confused. That's weird. The streets are different down there. They're turned.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what's your point.
People, well,
turned.
that should make people look into the history of Denver, and they'll figure out why those streets are turned.
It is interesting.
And why we have 17th Avenue and 17th Street and all that good hokey baloney history of Denver.
Right.
It's the time-space continuum from tearing open.
Nah, it's just the two morons that founded Denver. One wanted to go this way, and one wanted to go that way.
And they couldn't do both on the same street.
And then
Streets are
their
east and
cities
avenues
finally
west.
ran into each other and were like, "Oh, yours is following the river, mine is following the compass." Shit.
They find you in the
Luckily,
river.
the Compass one won out because it would be funny to have all sorts of river-like streets.
Oh
in
my
Denver.
god. Oh my god. That'd be horrible.
As a city planner, yeah.
You know, what's funny is we spent quite a bit of time trying to tell everyone where Castleman's is. One of the owners, Adam, his card is just
It's just a
map.
map to Castleman's.
Nice.
map.
Yep.
Nice.
Next question.
That silly
some
diagonal
jokes, you would
street
say.
downtown. You take that until you see Walnut. You take a right.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
And you know, there is a bit of parking up there. You go a little bit north in the weekends. It's mostly a commercial area. So
directly
there's-
behind Castleman's, there's a $2 a night pay parking lot right next to a bar.
Really?
It's great. If I ever can't find a parking spot, I can always find a parking spot
Are
in,
you
in
kidding
there
me?
usually.
Like
Too fucking damn.
Yeah.
all the times that I've gone down there
Well,
and had to
that
park.
was
Park
the
way the
that was
fuck
the
else.
last time I was down there. And granted, it was Thursday night for one of Chloe's things. And
Son of a bitch.
and,
One of my
and
friends saying,
you know, I didn't
"2
want to
fucking
mess around
bucks?"
trying to wait for a parking spot, and I pulled in there, and it was like before 6 it was $2, and then you know after 6 it was $5 or something, and I was there before 6, but the next time I drove by it, the big number on it was $2.
Damn. All the times that I
That's-
have driven all over down
That's
there
a
trying to
pretty
find a
damn
parking
fair
spot.
priced
Like,
parking spot in downtown
right behind
Denver.
Castleman's.
Yeah, directly behind. You know, you go up. It's what Larimer's the next street.
Yeah.
So you go around on Larimer, and about the
God
same
damn.
spot where Castleman's would be on Larimer, there's a parking spot right next to a bar.
You know, and the area is just still somewhat underground because it's up there. And
Right.
I've heard it a subculture calling it Nodo.
Nodo.
No dough.
North
Nodo, 'cause
downtown.
It's just like a
It's kind of like no duh, but
Yeah.
no dough.
So you know, nice place, and we have a great lineup of bands this year. Added a lot of events. It's going to start this year with a poker run, and we go to 5 different bars and their sponsors, and we start at the Full House in Inglewood, and we go to the Dirty Duck. It's kind of there on I-25. I went in and, you know, told her I wanted her to sponsor the deal, and she sort of looked at me and says, well, you know, a lot of people, you know how many people hit me up for sponsorships, and I said, I just want the Dirty Duck on my shirt. I said, I've got to have Dirty Duck.
Right?
It just made sense all of a sudden. It was,
Hell
and then we go to
yeah.
the Beaver Dam, which is...
You can't go to
yeah,
Stripperpalooza without going to the Dirty Duck first.
Right.
you have to go there.
I think
It's a
that's
rite of passage.
yeah.
And Liza's family-owned business there. Liza's the daughter's owners, and she said she was so sweet and gave us some stuff. So raffle off, and
Nice.
we're going to help her. Yeah, so her bartender, we're sort of doing a Skid Row concert after Stripperpalooza a couple weeks later. I'm involved in that a little bit and selling some tickets. And
See, that's fucking awesome.
yeah,
Right?
and
Yeah.
it's a small venue. It's neat because you
I'd-
see these bands up close,
I'd
like
go
you're right
see
there.
Skid Row.
Holds 1,000, 1,200 people, and you know it's just the right atmosphere. You can sort of just still walk right up to the stage, and not have to you know fight some kind of throng that's just you know you can't even navigate, and or back off and get a table. Usually, sometimes you know 1,000 people in that place. It's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
So did you see that area is actually called the Rhino,
Rhino?
District? Now I
River
know
North?
why. I always knew that was called the Rhino, and it's like, why the fuck is an area called the Rhino District? That's fucking dumb. We don't have rhinos here.
Kind of looks like a rhino.
But it's the river and fucking destroyed
It's
it
River
all.
North.
But River North all of a sudden makes sense, and
Well,
it's like,
what,
okay.
what that area was designed for is the rail cars go up and down the street, running along each side, and the warehouses had a dock that came out, and it was just made of wood, and the rail cars would go up, and the side doors would open, and they'd unload the freight onto the dock, and then wheel it into the warehouse. And in the other end, there was a street with the stables, and the carriages would take it out to the different stores and the places, and people would order stuff. So that's how the freight moved back then. And the rails are still underneath a lot of that. If you scraped a couple layers off, cobblestones and rails underneath Denver's streets is kind of crazy.
I like seeing all the pictures.
I'm dating myself.
100 years ago. Whenever.
I remember the cobblestone streets. Yes, when I was very, very, very young, very young.
Oh, so that was more recent.
Yes, when I was young.
It's not like those books, where they show like 100 years ago and then now and wherever they got pictures from 50 years ago.
Body, sitting there on the cobblestones. One of our, Oh, and on with the run. We Beaver Dam, and then we loop around to really one of our biggest supporters. It's called Over There Bar and Grill. It's funny, and I asked Drew, a friend of mine, why he named it that. He's so close to Hamden, but he's kind of behind a Diamond Shamrock there off of Hamden, Monaco, just a little bit east, That's right there.
So it's just
McDonald's and a Diamond Shamrock. Right? Yeah, it's real close by. And then he's right behind it, so you drive by 150 times and never see it's right there.
Yeah.
So he called it Over There, and it's neat. I love this guy. Place has got a hobbit hole entrance. You walk up, it's a round brick. It's like, who the hell?
Yeah, back in the day, it was a Chinese restaurant.
It's 7 feet. And it's round. You just don't see that kind of brickwork walk in. And that's a
cool.
Construction company. That's what I do for.
The first 20 years I lived in Denver, that was a Chinese restaurant. And then in the last 10 or 15 years, it's been like 20 different bars.
Wow. Where's it at again?
Its full name should really be Over There off Hamden next to McDonald's.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of McDonald's. But what's the cross street?
But
it's
Hampton and
the cross street.
But once you see it, you'll understand that's a perfect description of it.
Tiny.
Oleander Court.
Yeah, and Oleander, and who
South
can remember Oleander?
Right?
Oleander.
So it's just over there off of Hampton.
Yeah.
What kind of dog food do you feed your dog? Well, I feed my dog Oleander.
Over there off Hamden, off I-25, across the street from McDonald's.
Yep.
And it's
really, the only McDonald's over there on Hamden.
It is a really.
It's pretty obvious where you're going.
Room. It holds. I think Drew said it's at least a couple hundred people. You can
yeah, it's nice for a small band or a small intimate venue.
Yeah, they got a drop screen. They can show video and movies. They plug and play with the PA system and we got a lot of bands that are going to go in there and just do a little to get exposure. Left Hand Side's another band that's playing their local guys playing original music. Good old just hashing rock and roll, and it's kind of neat because it's kind of a Three Doors Down meets Nickelback kind of a sound, a little more edgy than that. And of course, a party wouldn't be a party without the world famous Johnsons. Donnie Crisp is the guitar player there. It's funny. I was introducing to people, and I said, there's Donnie Crisp. See, but he's a guitar player for Horse and world famous Johnsons. He's a friend of mine. He's just fantastic. Guy's got like hair past the floor. Cousin It.
Yeah.
The crispy critter, Donnie Crisp. So, what are you in 5 bands, Donnie? He said 7. Fuck you. You gotta come on, go with it here, make me look good.
He's just playing all the odds.
Oh, he's awesome. And
that's what's great about music. You can be in 7 bands and still not get any of your songs wrong.
Yeah. And Scott Parker plays bass for him. He's a friend of mine. He's a funny guy. We just talk on the phone. We just start laughing, and we don't get anything done. So, local band, Brian. It's funny. Michael Hornbuckle moved to California, and they're blues band guys, two brothers, and Brian Hornbuckle is just like amazing on the bass. This Victor Booten kind of bass slapping when he starts doing this crazy. You got to see this band, and like 3rd generation guitar musician, guitar players, string instruments. And so here, Brian Hornbuckle's playing. Michael's in California, trying to fix him to be famous, as they say. And so we put Michael's logo on here. which is funny. It's like, I don't know what the heck the printer did, because they got all these bands logos, you know, so they got mixed up. So I'm in Thunder and Lightning motorcycles, Thunder and Lightning Cycles in Inglewood on Broadway, putting up posters, okay? And this is crazy. This really happened. You can't make this stuff up, because you'd feel real silly if you did. And I'm putting posters on the wall, and I'm doing the Palooza Girls. I put the posters on the wall, and I turn around, and Michael Hornbuckle's standing right there, and he's smiling, and he's talking about this. And my brain's so scrambled, because even though I wasn't destroyed, he's supposed to be in California, and he wasn't able to make it to the party, which is 2 weeks from now. And so why is he here? And why is he here? And I guess he just got off the bus or something. His friend's going to pick him up, and he walked up to the window and seen the poster. He says, "Wow, I guess I'm playing Palooza. What the hell's my logo doing on there?" Because his brother's actually Brian Hornbuckle Band, right? So, and he's telling me all this, and even though I wasn't destroyed, I just couldn't grasp. I wasn't just cut. And Todd and Knuckles, Biker Todd and Knuckles run the motorcycle shop there, and they own and operate and work all the time, like 26 hours, 8 days a week. They just kind of looked drained that day, like they were destroyed. I don't think they even recognized him. Just like staring.
That's my problem with most people. I'm like, I know you from somewhere. I just don't know.
Well, he was in town.
Are.
Johnny Winter played, and that guy's a legend. I've been. Johnny Winter concerts are amazing. The guy's just older than old. He's older than dirt. They just sort of get him up there and set him down, and you think, oh my God, he's not going to be able to do it. And his hands just all of a sudden, just going. And he just locks them into place, but it's great. But all these bands are fantastic.
Johnny Winter like that.
Oh, it's amazing. The guys, he's just real old. And Johnny Winter and Edgar Winter, see your brothers, they're both albinos. So a buddy of mine, his roommate, Ross, he actually went to a White Trash concert. It was this really short period of time, I think in like 77 or 78, 79, where Edgar and Johnny Winter toured together and called it White Trash because they're albino, albino.
That'd have been great.
Get it? White.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of but the funny one here is just, well, it's not funny, they're awesome, is the Atomic Punks, and they're a Van Halen tribute band, and this guy looks just like David Lee Roth. It's like just spooky. YouTube him, and you'll go, no, that's just weird. They're real good. And Rat Salad is a Ozzy Osbourne, as we were talking about earlier, Black Sabbath.
Oh, sweet.
Tribute band. So I really try to only get original music, local talent that's just up and coming, and give them a spot to really say, oh, you guys played Stripperpalooza, because as we said before in the last show, the word Stripperpalooza used in a sentence will always create a reaction, and not always a good one, but usually. So we try to get local talent with original music, or it's hard not to get a tribute band. First of all, they're affordable.
Yeah.
And you just get like a big bang for the buck. But these guys are actually known, and I've been surprised how many people have said, oh, those guys are great. And then Rat Salad.
They got to be better than the real Van Halen.
I'm telling you, they've had so many versions, but everybody has their eras. Like Don Van Halen or Hagar, man.
I'm just saying.
See, I heard the last time they came
Van
through,
Halen,
both of them were there.
I saw his son.
Whatever the
Castleman's.
Incarnation of Van Halen is now, they blow.
Anyway, well, maybe I didn't.
So
the Seventh Time is another band, local band. The guy's great. He's just really gets the audience, everybody involved, and he's got a good following. People follow him around, and super good local band. And then
How can you not like Van Halen?
How can you not like?
Who the fuck are you?
No, then their last album just freaking.
Oh yeah, but none of the
dude. I love Van Halen. I just don't like the new Van Halen.
Shit. Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
Their
so
energy.
The tribute band is gonna be better than
I concur.
The real Van Halen.
Not new Halen. So.
Okay, I was like, wait, you don't like Van Halen?
No, dude, I love Van Halen.
Who are you and where's LunchBox?
Exactly.
LunchBox.
No, I just got to give them shit about this new album. Whatever that thing they had was freaking.
I think for Unlawful Carnal
That
Knowledge
Tattoo
was the last
song was
good
the
one.
worst fucking song I've ever heard in my
Tough
life.
to beat the first couple of 2-3, boy. The
Well,
first
yeah.
one was just amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember plugging in
and they
cassette
can't be
tape
broke,
and
Right.
right?
being blown away and listening
I-
to Running with the Devil on the way to my job at Putt Putt Golf.
Yeah. Oh
Swear
yeah.
to God.
Oh, the
Damn it.
first several albums were just epic. Just defined rock and roll for an entire generation, really.
It changed it. The music.
Yeah.
It's suddenly there's lurches in the music business. Just changes all of a sudden. Somebody comes along like Eddie Van Halen and does something that you've never heard, and you're driving along and your brain just goes, you know, and you can't quite follow it. You just go
It
crazy.
was like the first time I heard Metallica, I was like, man, that's the heaviest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, me too.
They
and
did
it-
the same thing.
And freaking,
You know, even
now it's
even-
like, they're all right. They aren't that heavy.
You know, Aerosmith did. I remember that was right for me, early high school, and man, they were just one of the because they were kind of crazy, like nutty and kind of sloppy, and that was real cool
Right.
to us,
Right.
What is you would call them, kind of swarthy.
I never
And
dug the cut up
but they
jeans
had a
and
sound that was
bandanas
a
and wanting to
changing
look like a girl
sound.
and shit.
yeah,
That was kind of weird.
I always like the cut up jeans because fuck.
Well,
like,
I mean, I
looking-
like worn in jeans.
Right.
That not cut up.
I don't know, the Def Leppard video for Pour Some Sugar on Me, filmed at McNichols Arena. One got me set on green lasers. I've been obsessed
Yeah.
with laser shows ever since, and that's why I do what I do now.
we have.
But I thought the cut up jeans were pretty cool too, especially because I went to a Catholic school. So when I cut up my jeans, it was a sweet statement because they
Right.
hated it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You're the rebel.
Which a Catholic school will do that to you.
Of all the
Right.
edgiest things I've ever done, I'm like blowing people that I went to school and my parents and stuff away, and I'm like,
Okay,
not-
was like,
I
what?
haven't even, I haven't even gone to an edge yet as far as I've seen it. Everything I've done, riding to Sturgis at midnight, freaking 5 years in a row. Freaking,
edge
it's
of
just,
night.
that seems intense to somebody, but if the situation's there, it happens, and it's just a natural progression. It just felt like didn't feel edgy. I was like, wow, I'm gonna do this. It's fucking fun as shit.
Well, but it's later in
know?
your life that you look back and you account for the things that you've done, and you're like, wow, I did some fucking crazy shit. There's no way I'd do that again now.
Yeah.
Like sledding down a mountain backwards, blindfolded, on acid. It's like, wow, that was a one-time experience.
Yep. I lived through the first time. I'm not gonna try that one again.
Right.
You're not talking about stealing a big wheel and wrapping duct tape around the back wheels and the front wheels so it makes it down and go down the road from Red Rocks down to highway.
Oh,
there.
dude, have you seen
With,
the new drift?
driving behind you with headlights at night so you can see where you're going, and the duct tape around the wheels was so the wheels would make it to the bottom because just the standard big wheel would melt and sort of disintegrate.
Have you seen the new drift trikes?
The new big wheels.
They're
Yeah, with,
the
like,
new
mountain
adult
bike
big.
tires
They have
and-
like a mountain bike front tire, and then they have these big slicks on the back that they put PVC tube over, so it's like a super slick thing, so you can do all these little burnouts and shit going down the street.
Oh, see, I've seen
YouTube it.
the
It's
four-wheel
freaking
drive
hilarious.
ones, where it's the mountain bike tire and then two, smaller but still rugged tires, so you could still drive that or ride that thing wherever the fuck,
Yeah, I think that's like a mod on those is
They got-
the drift trike, so you
about-
can ride it around and you
How
can
about
hang
them
a big
scooter-looking
freaking
off-road
fishtail.
scooter-looking things that you go up in the ski lift and then they give you this little European-looking, doesn't even have pedal. It just you ride it.
Wait, the Segways? The
No,
two
it's
wheels
a big.
and the
No, you,
No,
it's,
no,
you go
it's
up
a-
to the ski area and you ride up in the top. They hook one on there, and it's got two bicycle wheels and pretty good sized handlebars. It's just a giant scooter.
Yeah,
I
with
guess
full
that's
size
what you
mountain
call
bike
it, like a
tires on it,
skateboard scooter,
and you
but it's
literally
big. It's got
ride
that-
it
yeah,
down.
right.
You just glide
Whoa.
down the freaking ski run or whatever.
Wow,
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
that sounds
Weird.
crazy. Yeah.
Definitely don't go up.
Have you
'cause
guys ever
there's
been
no
up to the
pedals.
Alpine Slide in
Heritage
town?
Square.
Heritage Square? Yeah.
We
Do it
did
right
the
after
ones-
a dab when you're destroyed.
We did the ones at Breckenridge where they got there's 3 Alpine slides and one of the
Okay.
Alpine coasters. which, you know, if you bring your vape pen, you can get ripped out of your fucking mind because it's like 3-minute tug up the mountain in your roller coaster car and like a minute down. So you get ripped all the way up, you put it in your pocket, and you like push the buttons forward, and you fucking fly down the mountain.
Oh, that's
awesome because you're not going to fall out. You can go max speed and you're good.
When you get off, you do like just a monkey ass jumping backflip and go, yeah.
You can, yes. The slide, on the other hand, that you're in control of. Like you're not on a cart. You know, you're in a like a sled kind of thing. But if you go too fast, you'll fall the fuck out.
Right.
Like I was racing this guy down, thinking like we can go as fast as we want.
Dumped.
Fuck the signs that say you're in control. And he dumped himself, and it's like, oh shit, what? You can fall out of this fucking thing. I was GoProing these
He had
things.
like
It was good
floor
times.
burn like all down his leg, you know.
Because you're going down the mountain in
Crazy.
a fucking sled.
Craziest was those little kids.
Con, if you want me, we're gonna have to come down here.
Craziest was these little kids like that were mobbing down the hill, and like one stops. And of course, like the next girl behind her, like rams into her. Fucking, they are just getting ready to go, and here comes a third girl, right from the back. So
there was a third and a fourth because remember there were two together.
Being like a 4-girl pile up, and they're like 5 or 6 years old, maybe. I don't know, maybe 7.
So if you do these fucking rides, don't stop. Motherfuckers are coming behind you really fast, and they're probably grown up. If you're a kid, don't stop. If you're a kid, don't be listening to this show.
Yeah.
Dude, I got pissed so many times though because I come cruising down the hill and like I'm afraid of heights and shit, but like on that sled, it was so much fun. It was so much fun going down that hill. Or that hill. I make it sound tiny.
You're close to
like,
the ground, though. So,
right.
When you're going down the mountain.
You didn't have hill phobia. You just had
just the chairlift on the way up.
You can ride a chairlift for 10 minutes, you know.
Right.
Easily. I mean, 5-10 minutes cruising up, you know, which is plenty of time to blaze.
But every time I went down, I got stuck behind somebody, and I'd like even give them like an extra couple minute head start. You know, I'd be like, hey, like I'm gonna wait a couple minutes when they tell me to go. You know, I'm like, because I don't want to get stuck behind someone, and I come mobbing down. I'm like, ah, shit, brakes. Like,
I always picked a good slide ride or something because I never got stuck behind anybody. It was always good.
Right?
Yeah, that's lucky.
I saw a very large black woman scream all the way down that thing.
Good luck.
Yeah. I was trying to. Never mind. Back to Stripperpalooza. You know, I wanted to mention. We went to the Beaver Dam. We went to
over there off
map
Hampton.
around, down around the city, and we did a figure 8, and we got a dab, and we got lost, and whoa. But the Gennaro's is another sponsor. That's one of the stops. And Gennaro's is an Italian local bar near the old original site, Stripperpalooza. It's right down the street. It's neighborhood bar on one side, Italian restaurant on the other, and if you do a dab, I guarantee you'll go there and just bring me everything that you can stuff into the mouth.
Yeah, they do have good food down there.
And like they do a happy hour at 4:00, you get a free slice, and you'll want more. You want to get more. So, buddy of mine's one of the bartenders is Train. We call him that's Chris Trainer's his name, but he's so large and big. They used to train. He played pro ball, and he was my doorman for years. Funny stories, little old stories. His new girlfriend Ginger said that he could not be at Stripperpalooza 4. I was disappointed, because he was the guy. He wasn't just the door guy, because he was the door, the train.
Yeah.
Great personality. He's a bartender at Gennaro's. But he was, see, when we had the yard, it was just donations. But Train would strongly suggest that you be generous. And, it didn't always work. A lot of times, for instance, if it rained, he was saying rain earlier, my nemesis. Come on, you have to come down here. Out of 4 years in an arid environment, as they say in the news, environment, I got rained out twice. You lose your ass in rain. You just lose your... I can tell you, it was Stripperpalooza 4. As a party, epic, off the hook, OMG. Pictures were, by the way, we had a slideshow. And we don't distribute or make pictures or movies or sell them or anything like that. That's not what it is. It's a party. It's a concert. It's a mini festival. It's a bike run. It is a pig roast, and it's a bike show, and then it's a concert. And it's all in one sort of 2/3 of a day. And you know, if you're on the bike run and you make it all the way to the end, hey, that's great. You'd be seeing Atomic Punks. It's an exciting event, so I think it sustains itself, and that's what the reason in the first place we did the pole dance contest. We talked about that last time. You know, why we named it. Yes, you might as well just.
That's going to be fun to see.
Yeah, and all these people are supporting us, especially over there off Broadway. Which, by the way, the
over
next
there off
day
Hamden.
Off Hamden. Did I say Broadway? I did.
Yeah.
Thank you. Radio guy correction. And
Yeah.
I sit corrected. And
The LunchBox
as I
correction.
fumble for his card, I can't find it. But that street, I just can't remember the name of that street. What was it?
Oleander.
Oleander. Why the hell can't I remember Oleander?
Because it's a weird
It sounds
freaking
like
word.
a
and
margarine
never,
or something. You need
you'll never
Oleander
remember.
margarine.
I'm going to spread
And
some
you'll look
oleander
better.
on that
It's
toast.
It's why the full name should be over there off Hamden next to McDonald's.
Oleander will kill. Right. Over there. And Drew is just a great guy, and his partner. They bought it about 6 months ago, and they have a great pool tables, several. And it's neat. It's kind of a little bit. You can see across, got a little bit of view, area around it, and it's just kind of neat, But like it's just invisible. It's just so funny, And he realized that he had to drive his own traffic, in there literally about another 40 feet. But we're gonna do some bikini bike washes. I happen to have my great T-shirt order, by the way. This really helped me. Bikini bike washes we're going to do over there, and that's going to be fun because everybody likes to watch girls in bikinis.
Right.
And I think that's kind of the thing that the Palooza girls will be doing, is just a little more classy stuff.
Right.
When we choose them over at X Saloon to do bikini bike washes and kind of show up at parties and stuff and just kind of promote the party. Again, we said before that it's for a good cause, and it's just a lot of fun. And with the Atomic Punks, a tribute band to Van Halen, I think, and the guys, just like I said, scary like.
Dude, I'm excited to see that because I haven't
Yeah.
seen Van Halen yet.
Neat.
God damn it.
They come
Sometimes
to
you
me.
gotta see
They
the
came to
tribute
me
band.
from.
And I'm going to be down there blowing glass live too. So if
You know, they
people
came
have
to
never
me.
seen glass blowing live.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
yes.
A lot of these folks haven't.
Well, you remember, I think, sometimes I've been accused of telling the stories. Let's see if Mike here told us that story. Damn, I get too many dabs.
Yeah.
Repeating myself. At the risk of doing that. It's just so many little funny stories of people just getting hammered and doing silly things. I've ever seen the party where everybody's Sharpie's the guy. They just start writing on him.
Right.
Yeah, it's just terrible.
Oh yeah.
It
Funny
happens.
stuff. By the
We
way,
had that at the Bong-a-Thon a
By the
couple
way,
years ago.
yeah.
I have
If you get the
cruel
video.
friends. I have really cruel friends. I've seen friends of mine do that with the tattoo markers,
nice.
the ones that don't really wash off.
Friends like that.
Because
Who
you
needs
can
tattoo
eventually get
artists, right?
Sharpie
Yeah.
off, but when you
Right.
have a big blue dick on your face in tattoo pen,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
a whole different story.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. We were just writing on him with Sharpie.
yeah.
Yeah, just all over his face and everything.
He's
Yeah.
the star of the Bong-a-Thon video right there at the end. It's pretty hilarious. He was all fucked up all weekend, and he was sitting on this chair, and we literally woke him up, told him it was his dab. We had a dab and a rig hot for him. He does a dab, fucking blows it out, and passes right back out.
Right. Oh
And
man.
it's a pretty hilarious video. And then
Right.
then he's at the end. He's got I believe it's cum dumpster across his face with a dick on his cheek ejaculating into his mouth,
Nice.
and another one on his leg,
Yes.
blowing a load up his
That's-
his
Yes.
pants.
Oh, nice to see about yourself the next day. Wow, where was
Oh my
I?
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You
Oh.
take it in the ass,
Oh, he
Bob.
freaking. He was a good sport about it, because
At the time.
he was an idiot and a
Best.
moron and up and about the entire time until everybody said
Take
it's
your
time
shoes
to,
off, people. If you
It's-
pass out, take your shoes off.
We told him it was time to go and pack up. He
Right.
passed out.
Oh man.
He didn't help pack up, so that's why he got.
Aw.
Well, he was lucky. We had to stop one of our friends from teabagging him.
Is that where we draw the line? Isn't it funny? Oh, good God, man! Don't teabag.
I'm like,
me.
you
that's
actually
good.
drew
Always
the
good.
line there?
Have a little dick now. For
If you
God's
draw a
line
line
around
dick
your
on my
balls.
face, that's
Once you
one
teabag,
thing.
you're marked
Yeah,
for
But
life.
if you
like,
put
yeah.
your dick on my face, it is on, motherfucker.
No, like,
Like
I
the line
totally
has to
agree.
be
Well,
drawn
so
around
back
your
in my
balls.
day, a good teabagging was an
Exactly.
honor.
My balls were here. This line, outline of my balls.
As the hairy sack laid
your
upon my
forehead.
forehead, I thought, I'll kill myself now.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
you could bludgeon yourself with like the plastic ones that those idiots hang from their trucks. Like, oh, don't hang that there, dude. And they're blue.
Right? It's
Hit
like
yourself until you're dead because
Yeah.
you're stupid. But Stripperpalooza is a wonderful time, and it's just kind of like I said before. Elon, one of the promoters that's helped me put this together, is I love it. The name's the worst part, and it just cracked me up the way he said that. But I know exactly what he means. And we put this together with Wolfpack Productions this time as well. And here's where we could be competition, but it's a collaboration to bring these bands together. They bring us the Atomic Punks and Rat Salad. So, you know, Wolfpack Productions, those guys, they're a partner, two guys, and they're just neat. Jim Chapman and his partner just do a really great job putting together so many bands, and you can just pick from like a menu. But you know, we got a great entertainment. We're gonna have a pig roast, of course, and some great food. And when you do the bike run, you come back and there's the bike contest. There's $500 prize money up for that, and divided into three: first, second, third place, and that's just a judges panel that we're gonna put together. We're trying to put together. We always have to try to have celebrity judges, and or at least people who think they are celebrities, but you know, we just kind of let them think that.
Right.
Well, here's a judge's shirt for you. And
Exactly.
it's like Stripperpalooza in the back.
Hey, guess
judge
what? You're
across
now
the front.
famous.
Right.
And you'll see, guys, there we have pretty good size security because it's Stripperpalooza, and the girls are they're not naked, of course. It's a cabaret burlesque show. They have
Right.
that kind of.
They gotta
license.
have pasties.
Pasties.
Pasties at least. But you know, these outfits are real sexy and provocative, and you know, I like to leave a little to the imagination, personally, son.
Right.
Basically, I don't need to see their boobs unless I get to play with them, really.
Right.
Back in my day,
Yeah.
you were naked before you were naked. So. The Beaver Dam, you know, here again, a great place along right where Evans and turns into Iliff, and it's right on the little like there, and it's in the shopping center right there at the very end, and it's just a real nice place, and you know, I just love the name, you know. Reminds me of the place up there, Vale.
The
Beaver
Beaver
Liquors,
Dam.
yeah, Beaver Liquors.
Dam.
Come on into Beaver Liquors, and we'll sell you some liquor. It's amazing kind of stuff. Names, but Jovan Williams, owner of the Beaver Dam, she's a real nice lady, very young, pretty. It's funny. I walked in. You know, your mind jumps to conclusions. It's horrible, and it wasn't a bad thing. But I walked in. I'm scanning the area, trying to find out. Oh no, she's way too good looking to be the owner. It's like, oh, it was her. I embarrassed myself there for a minute because I'm supposed to know all that stuff. Because back in my day,
Right.
we didn't have roads. We just cut through the goddamn bush. Okay, and which is now Broadway. And it is way up Broadway. Just soon hit that clock tower. When you see that big brick clock tower, that's neat. I actually have been up inside that. Here again, I'm dating it. 104 years ago, it was a wooden platform elevator, literally with a rope. And my buddy, he's working in there. He's been up it a million times. Let's join. Check this out, man. We go up those floors into that tower, and it's just a platform. It doesn't even have any walls on it. There's pulleys and ropes and chains and shit. And
Don't stick
it's
your
just
hand
like,
out.
I can't believe I just feel so fortunate to be my age because I saw all of it right from the 60s. See, I was really young. I sort of watched the 60s. I couldn't quite participate. You know, you're 12, you're 11. Man, those hippies, those hippies,
Oh, man.
those hippies are cool. We'd sneak down to the hill in Boulder and hippies. My parents would drive back from North Star Drive-In up there in North Boulder, and for those of you in Highlands Ranch, a drive-in theater. You drive your car in and watch the movie theater at the end. It's neat. Almost gone. There's only one left up by the flea market, but it's just hilarious.
Wow,
times.
there is one left.
One.
I think there's one up in Fort Collins.
There's only
too.
one. Yeah, I think you're right. Each
Yeah,
town
one in
should,
Fort
yeah.
Collins. I think Boulder might have one. So there's a few around. We are gonna take a quick commercial break, and we have a couple stories to talk about when we come back.
We're going to talk about 10 things to never say during sex. Because, we can all
Right.
say some stupid shit. It's just like, don't get high and make plans for the next day because it doesn't usually work out.
Right.
And a few other things. Some follow-ups on some
I
old
love you
stories.
is the worst one.
Motherfucker.
High up in the Rockies is beautiful Frisco, Colorado. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies is a medical marijuana center with compassion for Colorado's medical patients. Looking for great meds grown organically in soil? You've come to the right place. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies is just off I-70 at exit 203. Check them out at the web at www.mmrockies.com. Their ever-changing strain and clone selection is updated on the website daily. When making a trip to the mountains, no matter the season, stop by Medical Marijuana of the Rockies. Make sure you say you heard about them on iCannabis Radio. You can call 970-668-MEDS to get more information. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies, your mountain source for meds.
Independent Records and Videos has been your locally owned and operated choice for music, movies, and lifestyle accessories since 1978. Independent Records and Videos has 7 locations from Denver to Colorado Springs to Pueblo to serve your entertainment needs. Whether it's vinyl, CDs, DVDs, books, smoking accessories, or hundreds of other fun and fanciful items, Independent is ready and waiting to make your dreams come true. We are always buying, selling, and trading vinyl, CDs, books, and DVDs, so sell yours and buy ours. Independent Records and Videos, your entertainment headquarters. Check us out at beindependent.com or on Facebook.
Cannapunch is a delicious and effective medical marijuana beverage proudly made right here in Colorado. Each bottle is freshly infused with 100% pure flower extract from the highest grade marijuana plants available today. Using proprietary extraction methods, every bottle of Cannapunch is consistently and reliably infused with an exact milligram dosage that you can count on to relieve your symptoms each and every time. Cannapunch is delicious. There's never any medicine-y taste. We use only 100% cannabis flowers. No trim or byproducts are ever used in Cannapunch. It does not require refrigeration and comes in convenient, resealable multi-dose bottles from 60 milligrams to 200 milligrams. We have drinks with dosage that works best for you. Cannapunch is available in a variety of delicious flavors like black cherry, watermelon, pineapple mango, and blue raspberry. And we now have strain-specific beverages available just for you. Cannapunch is delicious, convenient, consistent, and effective. Give it a try and experience the Cannapunch difference.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
I'm Gary Johnson, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio, and I want to say, talk it up, Colorado.
Welcome back, everyone. You're still listening to SexPot Radio. Haha.
So,
Somebody's still listening?
speaking of sex and pot, you were right. Don't say I love you when you're fucking somebody unless you really do love them. Because that moment, you probably do, and that's great. But say I love you right now, but later you're fucked.
Yeah.
And brush your teeth, please, before you do.
And wash your balls.
You have minty fresh
I
breath.
was just gonna say that.
It's a better fuck.
Wash your
Wash your
vagina.
balls if you want them. If you wanted to go down there.
Son, remember, when you have minty fresh breath, it's a
When
better
she
fuck.
gags, it's not you're too big. It's that she smelled your balls. That's a friend of mine's comedy routine.
Really?
It's she gives away one of the girls' biggest secrets. That's what she gives away. You're not too big. You're just smelly balls.
Yeah.
I love my bar wife, Abby. She's awesome.
That's when she tells that you finally hear.
Yeah. She's at Legends this weekend on Sunday, I believe. She's doing a comedy showcase over there.
Awesome.
See what else you don't want to say
Yes,
is
it's.
hurry up. Don't say hurry up.
Yeah, that's a bad one too.
You know, sometimes it's not the best sex of your
Are
life.
you done yet?
But rushing your
are you
bedmate, but rushing them will only make it worse.
I need a sandwich. That's always a bad one.
So
If your girl can make you a sandwich when you're done with her,
that's what your girlfriend tells you. She finally tells you she loves you because basically we said is, "Oh, honey, is my dick big?" And she's, "I love you, dear." See, that's code, shit code.
Yeah.
And you think back about a year or two, and you think, "Oh God, I was fooling myself."
Yep.
But,
number 3 is, will you marry me?
Ooh, yeah.
Dudes, if you're even thinking this,
yeah.
just shut the fuck up. Don't even say
Don't
that.
do it.
Just punch yourself in the face. And if she asks why, just look at her and smile, and she'll thank you later by not even knowing.
take those plastic balls and just bludgeon yourself.
Yeah.
Till you're destroyed.
Let's see.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah, never tell your partner that my ex used to do it this way, because your partner's probably going to punch you in the face.
Well, that's bad form, son. Just plain bad form.
Discussing your ex with your current is probably just a bad idea in general, whether you're having sex or not.
I would agree with that, yeah. It's not a good subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't usually like that. Now, if they say that shit turns them
fruit
on,
would be a
it
better
is what it
subject
is.
or anything.
Right, yeah. It's, it's how you get turned on.
Right. Never call anybody the wrong name unless they ask you to. But if you're dating,
Don't use names.
If you're dating a
Use
Susan and you call her,
You use
baby,
nicknames.
sweetie, honey.
You know,
Exactly.
this is terrible.
You
and it
never
sounds-
say names.
Yeah, it sounds funny. I don't know. Some people take it wrong, but you know, you get to a point where you know so many people in the business that I am. You just know so many people. Like half the guys I know are just their names are dude.
Yeah.
Dude, how have you been, dude?
Right?
Because you just can't do it. And I just love these people, and I love when I put on a show like this and I walk through a room with 1,100 people. Every single person has got a smile on their face. There's no fights. There's no problems. There's motorcycles out front. There's pig cooking. The smells are fantastic. It's great.
Yep.
you know what most dudes don't like to hear is shit like, don't tell my boyfriend. You know, that's one of the good ones too. Is
Right.
Because I mean, sometimes it's like, all right, well, cool, you're gonna be fun to play with, but you're about as reliable as.
It indicates drama.
Yeah, like you know, there's gonna be problems coming up. So
It's like,
Right.
oh, damn, this is going to be a one-time thing. I'll make it good.
you know, well, that's good. It's just when you know that they got somebody else, there's likely to be drama coming with that.
Right.
You know, it's like I'm gonna
Exactly.
blow a load on you, and your boyfriend's gonna come and shoot a shotgun at me. You know, so
Right.
Maybe
no.
the future will bring warnings all of a sudden. Just comes
Or maybe
on.
that's what turns her boyfriend on,
The
too.
following
So,
episode may be drama. Warning, clear the area.
we all know there's some strange motherfuckers out there.
Oh yeah.
And according to this, it's saying that girls don't like to hear the phrase, "Are those real?" I don't know. Maybe if you've
Right.
known her for a little while, you could probably say that, but maybe not right away. Maybe not right away.
Yeah.
Be
That's-
sensitive. If you want to get into her pants, don't say
It's-
stupid shit.
Well, and with strippers, that's kind of the opposite, you know. Freaking, you don't even ask. You just imply that they're fake.
You just assume.
Just go up and poke them.
I had a very good friend of mine make a statement along those lines, and I'd like to share it with our studio audience and everyone else out there. And he said the following words. He said, you know, I like fake tits better. He's dating a dancer with big tits, beautiful tits. And I said, really, why? And he said, because she wanted him that way. And, you know, this guy has, he's one of my best, he's my best friend. And he has a way of just bringing it down to this sort of fundamental, primal decision, you know, like, you know, Ginger or Mary Ann. You know, you got to decide, right? And it was just funny, I thought, you know. So that on the debate of fake tits or real tits, they're better because that's the way she wanted them. She wanted them.
Yeah, and I think that's what it comes down
Makes
to.
sense.
Real or fake is if she's happy is really what's key. You
Yeah.
know, so many
you know,
guys forget that in a relationship.
I know a few girls that
buy
have really
buy
big
your girl a
breasts.
set
I
of
know that's
tits
hard
if
to
she
imagine.
wants them. It'll make her happy, and you'll get more oral.
Fixation.
Unless she doesn't want them.
Unless she doesn't want them,
And then don't buy them for her, because then you're a dick.
Right.
I say, Red, take these tits
But
away.
if she wants them,
and
you
they
know,
have
get
a
her
reduction.
a nice C cup or a B cup. You know, maybe she's completely
Well, that's what I was
flat.
getting to this point. I know a girl with really big breasts. I know it's hard to imagine based on who I am. It's a coincidence.
No, you know a girl with big tits?
She shall remain nameless. I call her Top Shelf, and it kind of caught on because she went to, and with the rich guy, and he bought the tits. I say, honey, I'm going to buy you some tits, see? And that's, so I'm going to leave you then. And that's what happens. So they're sitting there, and he says, what size? They're looking up, and she just kept looking and looking all the way and said, how about those up there on the top shelf? You just imagine it, they're just sort of hanging over. And the next scene, here she's got these just gihunkit, just enormous. It's almost cartoonish, but she's a beautiful lady. And hey, there's something out there for everybody, right?
Right, exactly.
Neat stuff.
I don't think tits can be too big.
I just think
they
words
can.
like...
they can.
You gotta watch the right
point
movies.
They do. Yeah,
Oh,
just think of words like
yeah.
bouncy and bouncy. It just doesn't,
Right.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, I'm not knocking anybody. They're beautiful women, all girls. Coming out, we've got girls coming from Vegas and LA to compete for the pole dance contest, which has $8,000 in prize money up, and man, it's just going to be neat stuff. Girls.
So Jenny,
and,
work on your skills.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I got a pole you can practice with at home. But hey, nothing makes someone feel more used than saying thank you after you fuck them. So if you want to fuck with your partner, fuck them and be all thank you. Now get the fuck out.
Spank you. Let's do it again,
There's
please.
some cab money on the dresser.
Right. Throw them a
They
few
always
dollars,
say
say
that
thank you.
you pay a hooker to leave.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm not being disrespectful. Again, a Palooza girl is not a hooker, nor is she a dancer. She's a classy girl. Palooza girl, like I said, Palooza girl big tits are just a little bit bigger than the regular big tits, whatever that is.
Right.
I know exactly what that is, but your version might be different.
But you won't deny a Palooza girl with small breasts.
Who doesn't want a Palooza girl to show up at their party? That's what I say. The question is, that's what I put the question out there to the Denver.
The general public.
I like titties, big, small. A nice variety of titties. Just don't have fucked up nipples.
To me, it's a package. It's just you get a feeling, don't you? The whole thing's all together. It's not just like that. Sex shops are weird. They say, have you seen that freakish thing? It's just boobs and a pussy. They're weird. I'm walking past the table. I'm I'm just getting lube. Thank you. I don't need any help with that. Like the demo this, and it's kind of freakish. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen these things? I guess the visual sitting on a shelf in a store is, I guess, what I'm saying. Wow, a freakish boob.
They got like
pussy
full-size
creature.
Girlfriends you can
with
just
handles.
buy now.
Right.
I've seen those.
And
like
it's
on
like,
the
whoa,
cable.
wait a second. I
I'm
might
depressed
be
about the
lonely,
cleaning
but
process.
I'm not.
There's a gentleman that actually has a collection of, what was it, like 500 live sex dolls?
Not live.
Well, I mean, like... they're
Life
like,
size.
Well, life size. No, they were
every one of them,
animatronic
he says,
ones,
on the
though,
video.
Some of them
remember?
are. Some of them.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my God.
But some of them would move and do
Sex
some weird
doll
shit.
collector Charlie Parker
And
says
his
he's
wife was
fucked every
totally
one
cool
of his
with-
dolls.
with it.
Yeah, like they just like they took some of them like grocery shopping with them and shit. Like they just like go out for a joyride with like all these big ass fucking
trying to
life size
protect
Hey, man.
sex
Hey,
dolls.
as long as it doesn't affect me, do whatever the hell you want.
Well, if he
So-
does this, if he launches his
It
load
may
in each
not
one
turn
of them,
me on,
then,
but I'm not saying that
the next
shouldn't
guy
float your
beware.
boat.
Right. Okay, what's the next one?
Let's turn the lights off. People don't like to hear that shit because that sort of throws the hot mood into fuck.
Yes,
what the hell?
Jeff,
Like, it's
Are
kind
you
of one
fucked
of those.
or am I fucked?
I don't want to
It's-
look at you, kind of thing.
Even
Yeah.
if it saves only one life, isn't it?
It's like that whole time it takes to get the condom out of the wrapper.
I mean, unless
Right.
it's totally
Like,
what's-
You're all hot and bothered, and you're ready to put it in, and you're like, oh,
and you're like, okay, now you got to jerk it off for a few minutes because I've lost interest in the 2 minutes it took to get the condom out. Which is
Hang on a second, honey.
Which is the next thing you don't want to say, while you're fucking someone and you're done, you're like, oh, God, I think the condom just broke. Even if you're fucking around, that's really, that may not get you laid next time. So
I like the part where they get stuck on my name, where it's like they say, my Mike. I if I can just stick right there, that's pretty funny. Anyway, Stripperpalooza. That's another story for the Chronicles.
Right.
It's gonna be fun
There will
stuff. What
not
else?
be life-size sex dolls there.
Life-size sex dolls will
I'm
be
gonna
on
bring
display
one.
there.
That's
Actually,
gonna be my
Oh,
date.
they will.
But I just said, yeah, I did. I got an outfit doing that, but I said,
Sweet.
just please don't bring on the pussy boob creature with the handles. That's just weird.
That
I
would be
just
weird.
think that's just strange.
Just pure male sex toy.
The cleanup process, is just grim. It includes the word flushing. It's just like, no.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the next story.
Do the follow-up story.
Yeah, we're going to do a follow-up story. We recently talked about this thing that was going around where it's high school kids, right?
Yeah, in Japan,
I like-
people are licking each other's eyes
Licking each other's eyes.
to get off.
Instead of
you
kissing
knew it was going to be a
and
problem.
stuff.
But now we've got a story that shows pictures and all this gross, fun stuff. You want to?
Eye licking?
Yeah,
put it up?
did you have it? You have the picture, don't you?
Actually, in Asia, it's called eye ricking.
Eye ricking.
Can I rick your eye? You rick my eye anytime you want.
So, unfortunately, what's happening is that they're doing this, and then bad things are happening to their eyes. Did he not send it to you?
No,
You rick me, I get sick.
Oh, Rick me, my eyes are sick.
So we'll show you a picture here.
Yeah,
like
there's
That's pretty awesome.
all sorts of weird diseases that are in your mouth that don't belong in your eye.
People's mouths are fucking dirty.
Well, yeah, not
Dirty.
just the words
Boy,
that come out of them
The
either.
boy's got eye-mouth disease, for crying out loud. He looks like 2 miles of bad road. Eye-mouth disease.
Eye-mouth.
That's just unimaginable. I thought we were supposed to have flying cars. We've got eye-mouth disease, for Christ's sake.
So yeah, it's
yeah,
grody. We'll just
they've
show you
been,
for half a
like,
second. It's fucked up.
Bear
But
with us,
don't lick
it's
people's
disgusting.
eyes.
Don't lick each other's eyes.
Don't lick eyes because it's gross.
OMG, good God.
Like that's disgusting. So I'm not even sure how we're gonna put it on here. We'll figure it out.
We didn't lick
Yeah.
eyes back in my day.
So is there like anything worth talking about?
So how
or
does it get them off?
Because showing the picture.
It's really
How-
funny because
it's
they
not
said
a-
that the craze is thought to stem from a music video by the Japanese emo band Born. There's a chance that an eyeball licking scene was only included to distract everyone from the fact that the song sounds like it belongs on the menu screen for an EA sports game about snowboarding from a decade ago. But at this point, that's just speculation.
That's like so 10 years ago.
Right?
Wow.
So there you go. That's
you can
gross.
convince people to do
Don't lick eyes.
anything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Stop it.
don't lick each other's eyes.
Jenny, I'm gonna come lick your eye.
I will rick your eye.
No eye ricking.
I rick it.
Oh, hi, Rick.
I was like,
Oh, no.
when Reese's came out with the Reester
Reester
bunny,
bunny?
and I was like, "Are you kidding me? You just came out with a Reester bunny? Stupid!
That
That
was
was,
a great
horrible
English.
marketing."
It was total English.
I walked into a liquor store having
Happy
a grand
Rooster.
opening once, and guy's Korean, and he get pretty drunk because he was pretty happy about owning about 12 of them.
Yeah.
And I meet him at the door, and he turned around and he said, "Oh, how you like my new Ricka store?" Pretty nice place, man. You got a lot of Ricka. In fact, that stack of Jack Daniels there is about the most Ricka I've ever seen. Yeah, day, son. 75, 80 handles. I damn near pissed my pants.
Jack
Jack.
Daniels,
His
if you
Ricka store. He was all
please.
happy, and yeah, it's funny. Then he put like this Hindu guy in charge. It's just weird. Not cheap Japanese ambassador. They were whooping it up, and that was a lot of Ricka.
All right. Let's see. What else do we got? We got a few tickets we can give away,
Giveaway.
don't we? Do we?
That's the giveaway.
Did we have? What do we?
Destroyed?
What
I don't
is
know.
it? What is it gonna
What,
take?
we have tickets? Of course we have tickets to Stripperpalooza.
I don't know. Should we give them away next week?
We can do. You know what? Hey, you know what? We're on short time. We should probably just get after it.
We can make a contest through the
Do
week.
some
and
sort of a. Well, there you go. And we
Yeah.
can. We should give. We should give away. Quite a few. Let's throw a dozen or so, maybe more.
Okay.
A couple dozen tickets out there of people where you have some sort of a contest and they can, qualify, as it were, to ask a series of random questions and answers
Perfect.
about some sort of
Sounds
scientific
good.
It's 7:48, Chris. It is 7:48.
It's okay.
We have
I love
12
you.
minutes left of the show, sir. You better pack a fucking bowl now.
It's all good.
Pack
It's
a
all
bowl
good.
and say sorry.
So yeah, over the week, keep an eye out for it. We will be giving out tickets. We'll have some trivia questions and such to throw your way. You can check those out on the SexPot Radio group and the
Well,
SexPot Radio fan page.
Maybe just trivia questions, because as I start to ransack my brain, it's like maybe we'll do a small, like, you can win 2 tickets for whoever's got the sexiest sex toy.
Okay.
You don't have to necessarily show it in your vagina or anything. We're not going to
Well, yeah.
we're not going to say no. But, like, if you just take a picture, you have to have some kind of proof that it's not out of a fucking magazine.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
We'll come up with something, but
got
there's
this.
ideas. So start to get freaky, and
So
let's go see some shows.
Let's see
All right.
let's see some snapshots of that.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Some snapper shots.
Snapper shots.
Candid photos.
Anyway.
Send us your snapper shots, and you're guaranteed to win a prize.
All right. You guys do realize that this all comes to my fucking email, right?
Yeah, but you like snapper, don't you?
I do.
See?
I do. I just
All
get
right.
a lot of it.
You get a lot of snapper?
I like me some red snapper.
Well, god dang!
Anyway.
If your snapper's red, it's a little bit used.
It's been
it's tangy.
It's supposed to be pounded.
Kind of tangy.
All right. Let's wrap this up for the night. All right.
All right, so
Ready?
let's give out one quick piece of preview for next week's.
Okay.
Something I want to talk about. 5 things that you all should know about the female orgasm. We'll just talk
I
about
think it's just
one
gonna
thing
be
right now.
Next week should just be an orgasm show.
We can do that.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
says, okay, now this
This
is
could be the gasmnasium right here.
Yep.
this is from the book The Science of Orgasm, and it's got a list of people that, credentials and blah blah blah. Okay, so number 1 here is nobody said it would be easy. Most women need about 20 minutes of clitoral or G-spot stimulation to hit the jackpot, but an estimated 24 to 37% of women can't climax, and smoking, drinking, emotional disorders, medications, and menopause can make things worse. So that's one
just a bad attitude.
one little nugget of info found. So
Back to the red unless you want to hit it.
we'll
What's in there?
Just weed.
we'll talk more about orgasms next week
All right.
and how they're
sounds
not a myth.
fabulous.
And no, I was just thinking about how wonderful orgasms are for the women. They're like, I can't have an orgasm, and then I think, wow, I'm
I'm so lucky.
You're trying too hard, goddammit.
that's all I can say is just
Right.
As soon as I figured out how it worked for me, I was all over that shit.
Oh yeah, you just find the right. It's almost the same in most girls.
Oh, that's
not
a
always.
Well, and I just can't seem to find the time, but I believe I could prove them wrong. It just relax, arch your back. Okay, just breathe. There you go.
And when it feels like you're gonna wet yourself, let it wet yourself. You want to wet yourself.
Let it.
All right. So anyway, next week, be sure to tune in to SexPot Radio. We will be talking about orgasms. We will also have our wonderful friend Barb Hurst from Passion Parties in the studio again. I love that woman.
Yay.
She just recently, her husband and her just recently broke up,
So
and she would like to talk about the single side of it all.
because she's been married, so she probably needs an orgasm.
Yeah.
I
I didn't mean that in the way that I didn't mean that in a weird way. I'm sorry.
I, Stripperpalooza Mike, am single for the first time, and the first Stripperpalooza ever. I'm single.
See?
It's wonderful.
A lot of single
Well,
people.
see, that's
Damn.
All right. So
yeah, you'll be here next week updating Stripperpalooza.
He won't be for long, mister. Crazy broads already got. No, I have a bodyguard, female bodyguard. She does my books. She's in accountancy. Keep him at day.
All right, so be sure to tune in to iCannabisRadio.com every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. for John Doe Radio. Every Monday at 3 p.m. for In the Lab with Jennifer and 7 p.m. for George Adson's show. SexPot Radio at 6 o'clock p.m. and every Thursday at 4 o'clock p.m. for the Hemp Connoisseur Radio. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, no bedtime story?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to just make up something really quick?
No. Once
Nothing?
upon a time.
Really dirty.
The end.
Pigs played in the mud.
Come once
Dirty
upon
story.
a time.
That's a
All
dirty
right.
story. Okay, there you
All
go.
right, make your
Hey,
own dirty
thanks for
story
having me
tonight.
out, guys.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks
have
for
a
coming
good
down.
one, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.